Hey everybody, we're here with Bobby Guzman, lead law enforcement instructor for Delta Tactical Training Group. He's going to be hosting his law enforcement career workshop here at our corporate headquarters on Thursday, May 2nd from 6:30 to 9:30. And Bobby, can you tell our followers a little bit about your background and give us some more information on this workshop, please?
Absolutely. First of all, I want to thank Delta Tactical Training Group for having me here. I think this is going to be a very important class for all those who are interested in becoming a law enforcement officer. First of all, I've been in law enforcement for almost 23 years. I'm currently a lieutenant for a local Bay Area law enforcement. Part of my duties, other than supervise criminal investigations, is also to do hiring for new investigators. During my law enforcement career, I've participated on many occasions on hiring entry-level police officers. So I know exactly what the process is like. I know exactly what needs to get done. So this seminar is going to focus on how to start a law enforcement career. It's sometimes it's very, very difficult to navigate for a new person who wants to get into law enforcement on how to go about it. In this seminar, we're going to be talking about what exactly you need to do to get into law enforcement. I'm going to tell you from personal experience what I am looking for when hiring a new person. We're going to be discussing the process of taking exams, from the first exam that you take, which is the written exam, to all the way to the end, which is your background. We're going to be talking about interviews, right? What happens when you first show up at a law enforcement interview? What are the raters looking for, right? Personally, for myself, I'm looking at you as soon as you walk in the door. I'm looking at your demeanor. I'm looking at the way you're dressed. All those things are extremely important. So by the time you're sitting down, I've already sort of analyzed you and got a somewhat perspective of how you're going to communicate and how you may be as a law enforcement officer. Then we're also going to talk a little bit about the police academy, right? Police academy is a very difficult place to be for a lot of people, especially if you've never been in the military. And by the way, that's not a requirement, but it is a culture shock for a lot of people that are new to law enforcement. So we're going to be talking about the police academy. We're going to talk about what you need to do to survive. Just as a quick example, written exams are really important. Firearms are really important, and your physical fitness is really important. So we're going to be talking in detail about those things. And we're going to talk a little bit about the FTO, the Field Training Officer Program, what happens after that. Also, we're going to be discussing a lot about contemporary issues going on in law enforcement. It's not an easy time right now for law enforcement. There's a lot of issues going on at the national level, at the local level, at the state level. So we're going to be discussing that. We're also going to be talking about internships, how to get into an internship and what you should do or look for in an internship. So, Larry, we're going to be talking about a lot of good things. It's, in the past 23 years, I've mentored, more than a dozen people into law enforcement. So not only are they going to learn a lot of stuff about how to become a police officer, but you're also going to make a friend here with Delta Tactical and with myself that will be able to work with you really at no cost if you have any questions throughout the program. Lastly, one thing I can really guarantee you is that by the time my students are out of this seminar, they're going to have a really good understanding of whether they want to be police officers or not.